off really wonderful. I am sitting outside. It is absolutely gorgeous here in Las Vegas. We're supposed to have a high of, I think, 79 today. Can't get any better than that.
Nice.
And I'm also so thrilled. This is one of the most amazing women I have met in my life. She is courageous. She is gorgeous. She is heartfelt. She is determined. And she is also resilient. Please meet Ameeta Jain. Thank you so much, Ameeta, for
Oh
joining me.
my gosh, Connie, thank you. That was such a beautiful, heartfelt introduction. And I, right back at you, I just think the world of you. And you show me you're a leader and you're showing us how to do it. So I so appreciate you. And I appreciate this time we have together.
I know, I know. Well, that's what kick butt leadership is all about. Kick butt is when mindfulness meets vision, opportunity, and engagement. And you are the epitome of that.
Oh,
So I'm going to ask you the same question I ask everybody. Were
okay.
you a leader as a child?
I would say yes. I have so many cousins. Maybe like over 35, maybe 40 cousins. I think I lost count somewhere. And I'm outspoken. I wasn't a quiet child. I didn't shut up and put up. And so I would say I was definitely out there paving the way for other cousins. Yeah. So I would say for sure in my family.
I can relate because I had 44 cousins.
Yes.
Big families are a good thing.
Big
So,
families, lots of uncles and aunts and on both sides.
oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what is one thing that you used or you learned as a child as a leader that you're using today?
Um, I think one of the things that is really helpful is not to react immediately. One thing that I've learned is to take a really big, deep breath and take a pause, absorb the information that you have, and really think about it, really ponder on it. Look at all your options before you take a leap or take any action. That's I think one of the smartest things that you could do is just to weigh everything in front of you instead of just reacting and being impulsive.
I think that this time of being quarantined, I mean, I've been on several Zoom calls, as we all have. And one of the things I'm hearing is that after this is all over and we're back out in the world again, that some of the things they looked at that they thought were important before this all started are now no longer as important. And they're going to be choosing differently. Do you feel that way?
I do. I do. It's sitting here reflecting on so much and being so appreciative of the simple things that I have a roof over my head that I can still pay the mortgage on. I've got great food to eat. I've got my husband, my daughter, my family, my friends, they're healthy. And it's those things that are the most important right now. We've all made health our priority when it's not for it might be maybe for 30 minutes, but it's like that's the focus is our health. And I think that's going to continue.
I do too. I call it a major crystalline moment. And anytime there's a crystalline moment, there's always a gift and opportunity. And I think coming out of this, we're going to find ourselves that new norm, whatever that's going to be. It's going to be, I think, a very positive thing. And I think that's going to be the gift of all of this.
Yes. And I think, sheltering in place, staying in place is showing each other how much we care about each other by saying, I'm willing to stay put so that I'm healthy, you're healthy. And that old tried and true saying is that you have nothing if you don't have your health. So
It's true.
none of it matters if we're not here and if we're not healthy.
Well, the first time I heard you speak was at Awesome Females in Real Estate. And you told a story that you said you've never really told before, that you were corporately bullied. And we won't go into the gory details. I don't want to know that. But what did you learn from that experience, and how did you get through that? And how did you find the strength within yourself to win out?
Hmm. There were so many learning lessons. I was in a position in a company that I co founded where my partners were male, and the business was off the charts like a rocket. It took off, and I wasn't prepared for the shift in their mentality, in the way that they wanted to conduct business, and I found myself really being treated very poorly. And getting through that, and it was a couple of years, getting through that was, it was, I'm trying to, so I'll tell you, one thing that I have learned through that is your contracts. Your contracts are your best friends. Make sure you have a solid contract that protects you. And I happen to have one. So that was one of the things that really helped me. And I had a lawyer who is a friend who's a lawyer, who's a partner in an awesome top LA firm who helped me through it. So, and she got paid. So that would be the other thing that I'm saying, pay your friends. Even if they are your friend, if they are doing the work and they're highly qualified, they deserve to be paid. So pay your friends, have an amazing contract, and practice that self-care that we all talk about. I had to practice happiness purposefully, and that's probably a good lesson in today's environment, is you have to seek out the happy moments. You have to create those happy moments. And so that's something that I would do for myself. And during, when you're in a tumultuous sort of situation, it's very hard to feel down. It's very easy to feel down. It's very hard to have self confidence when you're being battered and bullied. And so I had to work on that. And I think I talked about that at Inman in Vegas. Is treating self confidence like you treat a muscle, right? It needs to be exercised on the daily. You've got to exercise that self confidence. And my self confidence was in the gutter, right? I had like self confidence atrophy. And so I had to work so hard, little baby steps. You start with small weights and then you work your way up. And, I was able to do it without professional help. But what I would say is that when you're going through something like that, it is not a bad thing. It's probably a great thing to get additional help, someone to talk to if you don't have someone to help build those skills. And it's something that I always tell my kids is either we are cookies and we crumble, or we are souffles and we rise.
Oh, I
And
love that.
so be the souffle.
Absolutely. In this day and time right now, I think that's a very valuable saying that we should all absorb. We don't want to be
Yes.
cookies, we want to be souffles.
We want to be souffles. We want to rise to the occasion. And those are, in a brief nutshell, those are things that I incorporated then and still use today. Like even in this situation is practicing happiness purposefully. Finding the gratitude. We talk about it. It actually works. Why do so many people talk about appreciation and gratitude? Because it works. And it builds that energy inside you that creates that happiness. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, I know you've launched something that you're very, very, very passionate about. Um, but tell us a little bit how you develop apps. So, how in the world? Tell us a little bit about your first app, and then how did you really get started developing apps?
Okay. So, it's hard for me to talk about the apps without talking about my entire team, starting with my husband. I have a brilliant, smart, techie husband. And when my kids were little, I left my job to be home with my kids. I figured I had 18 years to get it right. And that is a decision I made for myself. But when they entered kindergarten, I thought, well, I could do a little something. And so I joined a company that my husband had started in the tech industry. And it was just, from there, it was like nonstop. And the rule was that I was going to be home when the kids were home, but I could drop them off at school, go to work, contribute, come home, work with the kids, and continue to contribute. And that's what I love about tech is it's a very creative area, a very innovative area, and an area that you can actually make a difference in people's lives where that is positive. And that's kind of what I love is this journey that my husband and I and our teammates that have been with us for 18 years, we've been able to really build and follow projects that we feel passionate about when it comes to helping children and families. Really, just have a positive, make a positive difference, and that was where I got started. And you don't have to be technologically advanced to be in tech, but you could have a passion, a drive, and learn as you go. And that's what I did. I learned as I went.
Well, if there's one thing I can say about you, you definitely lead with passion for sure.
Yes.
So, um, so you have something that you come up with a few years ago called home selfie. I've heard of self selfies, but what is
What
what
is
is
a home
home
selfie?
what is home selfie?
Um, well, okay, so a little bit of background. One of the companies that we started is Energy Data Metrics, and this behemoth platform that we created for the utility companies runs their energy efficiency programs. And the program, this platform is designed to help homeowners reduce their utility bill by up to 35%. And so, how great is that? And so, while you're reducing your utility bill by up to 35%, you're helping homeowners save money and you're having a positive difference on the environment. So, it's a win win win. Um, and when we saw the utility companies doing that, and we are in maybe 10 million homes, well, there's so many more homes than that. And so, we decided to take a small portion of that platform and create Home Selfie. And it's a do it yourself free energy assessment of your home. And the wonderful thing is it's super easy to do, it's super fun. But when you're done, what you get as a homeowner is a personalized path to a more, I'm sorry, there's like a helicopter or something.
Yeah, there's an airplane
Well,
overhead.
yeah, I'll just wait a second.
Okay.
Let that pass. It's busy out there today. But what's so amazing is it takes 5 minutes to do. It's super fun. It goes over 10 key areas that make up a home's energy profile. And when you're done, a homeowner gets a personalized path to an energy efficient home. Back then, when we started the home selfie, when we thought about energy efficiency, it sounded uh, maybe daunting or expensive or just overwhelming. And we wanted to really simplify that for homeowners and say, it's not as bad as you think. And there's things that you can do to your home that's not expensive to help create that energy efficiency, improve the value of your home, make it more comfortable. And so that's what we did. And that's what we achieved through the home selfie. And the awesome part is we tie in local rebates. So there's free money out there that consumers don't know about, and we bring that into the app for you.
Wow.
So yeah, so we take you right to the source, right to where the money is.
That is awesome. And it's free to the consumer. That's
It's
amazing.
free to the consumer. You can download it today. It's called Home Selfie, and that's when Second Century Ventures Reach found out about Home Selfie, and they were like, "This is fantastic." And we really didn't have anything in the NAR real estate space that addressed energy efficiency. And so this was a really good fit for us, a really great partnership to have with Reach. And then we created a product for the RE space for agents, brokers, real estate agents, realtors to use the home selfie to connect, start conversations, and provide value, tangible savings through those rebates. So it's an incredible way to start a conversation.
Well, that sounds amazing. I'm going to be downloading it as soon as we get off of here.
Okay. Yeah. You're sitting at home, do a home selfie.
There you go.
Yes.
So you just launched this new project that I know you're
Yes.
completely passionate about. It's called Readability. Please tell us what it's all about.
Oh my gosh. So I am giddy about this because it goes back to my original passion, which is kids. And actually, when I look at everything that we're doing, it affects our younger generations, right? When we talk about energy efficiency, a green planet, online child safety, something that I was doing in the past. And now with reading, it's exciting. When I think about reading, I do think it's the foundation of all learning. And when we can help children read well, understand what they're reading, create those opportunities for critical thinking, we are setting them up for success. So if your child can read well, they can do anything. They can do math, they can do science, even if it's not their passion, but they can do it and they can score the grades they need in those areas. So that's kind of what we feel about reading. And we have a fabulous teammate who was looking for something out there for his children. And what we've been able to do through that initial research that we did is we decided we were going to create something that is not on the market. And we've been able to do that with readability because we're using the latest in technology with artificial intelligence, natural language processing, voice recognition. We've made it fun. We've created original content. Plus, we brought in a publisher, Gail Sengage, who is an educational publisher that schools and libraries use for children in K through fifth grade. So the content is amazing. We've got fiction, nonfiction, and we're helping children learn how to read. We're helping struggling readers, and um, we've created this element that no other app out there has, which is the comprehension feature. So your child can read, but we want to make sure that your child is understanding what they're reading. So that's
Wow.
it in a nutshell.
That's incredible. Well, with all of those parents out there homeschooling right now, I'm sure they're thinking this might be a really good thing to look into. So I'll post links to everything on when we put it goes up on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, it's exciting. With tech, it's
No,
it's never
no.
easy. I don't want anyone out there thinking that I'm just out there creating all this technology. I have an amazing team. We do it together. No one of us can take credit for anything. We're absolutely 100% a team. So and it's hard work. It's hard work going from a concept all the way to a finished product. And then when you have a finished product, to continually improve and advance and look at the user interface, how you can make it better, easier, faster, um, more rewarding, So we're constantly looking at that. And, I don't know, Connie, if you were there when I talked about, I was part of a panel for California Association of Realtors, and we talked about humanizing technology. And one of the things when we think about, sorry about that, what our situation is, stuck at home and how technology's really come to the forefront to connect with folks. And you want your technology to benefit the end user always. You don't want the end user to become the product of that technology. And I think that my team and we've done an incredible job of making sure that the end user is the beneficiary of that product and not the product itself. And so we take pride in making decisions at top levels that ensure that result.
Wow.
Mhm.
Well, I can't wait to take a look at it. I haven't had a chance to
Okay.
do that yet, but
Okay.
I'm I'm really looking forward to taking a look at
Yeah,
the app
so
itself.
readability, we have a 7-day free trial. If parents sign up, it's for up to 3 kids. So we've tried to make it super reasonable for parents. And Home Selfie, there's a 30-day free trial. So you could try that out too if you're in the real estate space.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you and I met before we actually went to Awesome Females. I was so thrilled when I saw you there. We met through a mutual friend of ours, Don Lane,
Yes.
and we connected, and then we kind of got disconnected for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
was it last year? Yeah, was it last year or the year before? Last
Last July at Awesome Females.
and there you were, and I was just so thrilled to reconnect with you.
Yes.
Um,
Same.
so that was your first time to Awesome Females,
Yes.
and we all love Bernice Ross to death. What was your first reaction when you walked into the room?
Okay, so my very, very, very first all female event was She's Unstoppable Live with Jan Copeland and Judy Weber. And I got this bug like, oh, this is amazing to be at an event that is mainly, all women attended. So when this opportunity for Awesome Females came up, I was like, yes, 100%. And when I walked into Awesome Females and I saw you and I saw Deborah Trapin and I saw other, I see your little doggy in the background, other women that I knew in the industry, it was so exciting. It was so exciting. And Bernice is so welcoming, very intelligent, and just I was excited to be part of something that was beyond anything that I had experienced before. And I can tell you, coming out of Awesome Females with the relationships, the connections, the camaraderie, the feel good, heart, soul tank filling event. That's what I can tell you I felt is I finally felt like I had a place. I had a home in the RE space. That's what I finally felt. And I'd been in the RE space for 3 years and I hadn't felt that before. But going into Awesome Females, that's what it did for me, is it gave me a home.
I think I hear that a lot with the different ladies that I'm talking to that go to Awesome Females, and um, they feel like they have a place that they can. Most of them are in executive level management, and they don't feel like they have anybody they can talk to. And in Awesome Females, you feel like you are completely free to express whatever it is you need to talk about, and there's people there to support you and to hold you up and to love on you. So yeah, I
Yes.
totally, yeah, it's an amazing experience.
It's an
So
amazing experience, and if we get to attend this summer, that will be wonderful. But it's something that I knew last year leaving, that this would be something that I would attend every year. And like you said, you've got executive women leaders, and there are issues that we have that maybe other women don't experience. And it was nice to be able to connect on that level, have open conversations, have heart to hearts about all things under the sun, whether it's business related, personal, family, children, anything. And it's open. It's open to
right,
conversation. Yeah.
yeah. We have Amber that's joined us. Thank you, Amber, for coming on with us. So there's another
Hi,
group we
Amber.
belong to.
Yes, woman up.
And I'm really glad that we're kind of hanging around in all the same circles. We get to see each other more often
I
that way.
love it. I love it so much. And we got to spend a lot of time at CER's annual event too.
That's right, we did.
Yeah, we really got to have a day with each other, and it meant so much to me.
Oh, me too, honey. It's so
Yeah.
great to really get to know you, and you've got
Yeah.
such a big heart. I'm just thrilled.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
well, thank you so much for joining me. And I really, I can't say enough about you. You are a true champion. And everybody, if you haven't checked out Home Selfie, it's free to the consumer. Check it out. And readability, I cannot wait to learn more about it. And I have grandkids, so maybe there's something I can do with it for them.
Oh,
So
absolutely. We'll
yeah,
talk about that.
yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes.
All
I
right.
want to thank you for this opportunity, Connie. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. You have a big heart, and I love your spirit. I love your drive. And I'm just so looking forward to what's coming down the pipeline for you as well. I'm super excited to see what you're doing. So maybe we can talk about that next time. We
Absolutely.
turn the tables and I interview you.
Okay, that you got yourself a deal
Okay.
in about a week.
Oh, fun. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, my dear. Well,
Okay. All
listen,
right.
everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. Check her out. She's on Facebook. She's on LinkedIn. Um, she She's a great person to reach out to, and check out her amazing apps. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about a little bit about what I've been doing and on my to 70 and beyond. So if you have a few minutes in the morning, it's at 10 o'clock Pacific time. I have a little bit of a surprise and a free gift for everybody. So please join me tomorrow at 10 on to 70 and beyond right here at Connie Myers or Facebook.com/Connie, CONIKMEYERS. All right. Love you all. We'll be back again shortly with another great interview.
Bye, Connie.
Bye, hun.